Okay, hi. You'll notice that the music's not playing in the background. That's because this is just a little thing I wanted to do. It doesn't really matter. But, these are the rules for the Brawly's Love Affection drinking game. And if you don't know what Brawly's Love Affection is, it's a fan fiction by this girl whose username I totally forget right now. But her actual name is Ada or whatever, EDA. I don't really sure how one pronounces that in a different language, but and it's righteously bad. It's like the Dragon Ball Z of like a My Immortal fic, but it centers around Broly from Dragon Ball Z. But it's pretty awesome. I'll put a link to it in the penis bar. So these are the rules for the drinking game. So I've designed it so you'll get absolutely schnockered no matter what you do if you go through the entire video series as it is right now. So if you want to play, you can go get your favorite alcoholic beverage of your choice, and the link to the first video, which is read aloud by a YouTube user Stitch, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Poofafent. No, it's a brother-sister combo, and they read it. And it's awesome, and it's the only place you can actually hear it read aloud, and I recommend doing that, so it's down there. So, here are the rules. One sip for a word being misspelled beyond recognition. Take that as you will. One sip for every misspelled name, and you could probably play this game on this one rule alone, and you could get absolutely wasted, because I think Brawly, like, everyone's name is spelled right, once. So, 2 sips every time someone is addressed by someone else's name. This happens a lot where someone, says something. I have an example. There's a part in the story that says after Broly and Videl got home. It's actually supposed to be when Broly and Vilton get home. And you'll realize that it ends up doing this a lot, so that's why it's got its own little thing. 1 sip for nonsensical capitalization, 1 sip for misuse of / total disregard for punctuation, 1 sip for the use of suddenly, 1 sip for every time Vilton switches from being good to being evil, and vice versa. 1 sip for every time Piccolo shows up for no reason, and he shows up a lot later on, but 2 sips every time Broly has sex with someone, or it is mentioned that he had sex with someone. 1 extra sip if that sex gets interrupted, which is all the time. 3 sips if Broly decides against sex, and it doesn't matter if after he decides against it, he has sex anyway. That doesn't matter. You take a drink. 3 sips if Broly acts in character. Sometimes happens, I guess, when he wants to kill Goku and rages. Don't know. 3 sips if Broly cries or comes near to crying, which he does quite a few times. 1 sip every time the author feels the need to bring up the fact that 2 people are friends. 1 sip every time the readers, which again are Stitched and Poofafint, pause to laugh hysterically. That is, if you watch the readings, which again we'll point down below. 1 sip every time the readers have to pause or repeat themselves to make sense of what the hell just happened. 1 sip for every time amnesia is mentioned. 1 sip for every time someone says "Oh Broly" or "Oh Broly," as in "Oh Broly," like the letter O, Broly. 1 sip for every time someone says "Okay." 1 sip for an "Okay" is like you'll see when you watch it. You'll get it. 1 sip for a bad case of. I didn't do the research. This also includes. I forgot to actually put this on my list on DeviantArt, but it also includes awful use of addition, like simple math skills. 1 sip for every time someone who was dead comes back with no explanation. 2 sips if a conflict is totally averted in a nonsensical way. Finish your drink in the event that a plot point that is. Excuse me. If I'm actually reading from a script, which I am, you'll notice that I sometimes make a lot of mistakes and I have to go back and be stupid. Anyway, I'll reverse. Finish your drink in the event that a plot point is created that could further the plot / make it more interesting, but is quickly disregarded or forgotten about by Ada. Finish your drink and final one is finish your drink if you realize an entire scene made no sense and didn't further the plot at all. Examples of this would have to be the Frosty the Snowman scene and the puppies / basket of cats scene. You'll know what I'm talking about when you actually, go around to reading this if you want to play the uh, drinking game. So those are the rules. Happy drinking, and I really hope that my game doesn't cause people to die massively of alcohol poisoning, because I just realized that you're going to be doing a lot of drinking. So happy camping!